Testing? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Good morning. How you guys doing? Yugi, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Hope you're feeling better now. It's good to see you again. I'm just sorting through some settings right now because I can't seem to get my game audio in my ears. I can get it on the console, but not in the game. Or not in the stream anyways. But how you guys doing today? I hope you had a lovely weekend. That down. Not gonna mess around with that. Okay, now it wants to work. Okay, so if I pause this, Okay, we're good now. I spent like the last 20, 30 minutes trying to figure it out, and now when I go hit the go live button, it works. All right, let's jump right in. How you guys doing today? Reeling through it. That doesn't sound good, Trip. I'm hoping it went well, but that's reeling not the most telling of descriptions. Recovered and better. I'm glad to hear it. This looks fine. Okay. I'm glad. Oh my god, that's loud. Uh, let's turn this down a lot. Okay, it's just loud in my ear. I'm okay with it being loud in my ear. Well, Yugi, you see, our rival battle happened in Gen 7, and that's that. We got pretty far though. We beat 2 island kahunas. It was the third battle. The third island kahuna battle. Or no, sorry, not island kahuna. It was the third battle in the first battle in the third island. That's what I'm trying to say. It was not type null, no. How's the game audio for you guys? Is it too loud? It's really loud in my ears. Oh, yeah, it's doing anything. It was not type null, no. It was the rival battle. He had a Vaporeon. He had an Alolan Raichu. He had... I think he still had a Dartrix. And what else did he have? A Tauros. And one more Pokemon that I can't remember off the top of my head. But it was not a good battle. I'll tell you that much. Good morning, Kane. I'm glad to hear that the Pidgeotto is still alive. That Pidgeotto deserves it. I have to mess around with that chat box a little bit down the road. I'm not a huge fan of how it looks. Alright, I should probably prep our spin wheel. So things are going to be a little... there's Bobble and... Things are going to be a little different with this Nuzlocke. Reason being... Reason being that we're going to be randomly doing encounters. The because obviously stuff's overworld in this game. So we're going to be doing random encounters. I'll be loading up all the encounters in the game into a spin wheel, and then we're going to hunt down that Pokemon. So, not the most exciting way of doing it, but unfortunately that's the way I found that works the best for this. Good morning, Ash. I'm doing well. How are you doing today? Dang, that Wooloo's really trying its best here. The chats have been unified, yes. That was kind of my goal, is to make sure that people could see what other people are saying on the other platforms. Yeah, we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. You like rap and hip hop? Nice. I'm more of a... I like instrumental music. I like... what else do I like? Rock. Like some electronic stuff. But not like the super electronic stuff. Did he leave? Is he gone? There he is. I do love this region. This is such a nice region. Went to the arcade bar. Ooh, a water type. I'm thinking it's a Magikarp. That's where I'm going. Trip. That's what you've been doing for Gen 10, 6, King? That's smart. Because at least that way, you have a chance to get those like 1% encounters, which definitely adds a little more fun to it. A Psyduck? You mean the Psyduck that killed our starter and then we didn't do anything with our Psyduck? Yeah. Nice, Ash. I don't know a lot of smaller hip-hop and rap artists. I do know BB No Money, but that's about it. I don't know the rest. Alright, I'm gonna chip away at my breakfast while I'm doing this too, because I'm running off like 3 hours of sleep. Hey, yo, Zarinian, how's it going? Getting... Galler's two big towns are Manchester and London. Nice. I've never actually been to the UK. It does seem like a fun place to visit, though. You know, I watched Ted Lasso, so I think I've got a grip on how it's supposed to be, how to visit it and be there, you know? Yeah, you have the day off today, don't you, Junior? What are you guys' thoughts on Sword and Shield? The games have a lot of personality. I like them. And like, you start off so quick. Okay, let's go ahead and ask our spin wheel. Who our starter is going to be. Is going to be a Grookey. Alright guys, can we get a nice, can we get a good nickname for our Grookey? In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and prep our encounter list. It's all stuff I probably should have done sooner, but... there's a couple of things I gotta do. I gotta prep our encounter list. Chimmy. Let's hear it, Yuki. Enki's a good name. As a Brit, I would say it's fun playthrough, but a bit easy like Gensek. I'm okay with it being easy. I've heard that about the UK, yeah. Good morning, Em. How you doing today? Are you also off today? Thoughts? I like him because it's not boring. You won't get bored of it. Kazoo? Kazoo's also good. I do like Kazoo. I think I'm gonna use Kazoo. It has strong Grookey vibes. Garen Michael? I'm not too sure. Oh, hold up. Let me hide this now. There we go. I forgot to take the thing off. Thanks, Rambo. Chris, you. No, thank you, sir. I am just looking for Poke Earth. There we go. Where the heck is Galar? Okay. I think... let me just get all my 23 different tabs open. Yeah, I was supposed to do this... I was supposed to do this earlier, but I will not lie. I was supposed to do this, yeah, earlier, but I will not lie. I slept horribly. Turns out, it is hard to sleep in pain. Nice, Em. I'm glad you have the day off. What should you name Score Buddy? That's a good question. I don't know. Famous gorilla from the UK chocolate bar. Vivino Scorch. That's a good name. That's a good name, Rambo. How does the chat box look to you guys? I feel like it could be moved like a smidge off to the side. I think that should look better. Good morning, Triangle. How you doing today? Mr. Boney? I don't know about Mr. Boney there. If I had a score bunny, Mr. Boney would be good, yeah. That'd be very good. Sorry, I was thinking about Grookya. I'm like, Mr. Boney's not a monkey. But how's everyone doing today? How was your weekend? Okay, now here's the big test. Is to see if my stuff blocks anything on the game screen or in the battle. Pretty alright. Yeah, it's morning for me. Well, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, but... I think we're good. Or do I want to put my stuff on the right side? Hold up, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and do this. Group selected items. Now, if I move this over here, does this look better to you guys? I'm gonna make that a little bigger. I don't know, I'm constantly looking to the left, so... Alright, I think this looks good, right? What do y'all think? Ooh, Hot Pocket's a good name for a score bunny. I like that. Good morning, silly. Yeah, some things happened. Some casualties. Unfortunately. So we're on to the next game. Thank you, silly. I appreciate it. I'm feeling very tired. Unfortunately. Why could Magruki not be trusted, Yugi? Hit me with it. I can't tell. Did the game look this good on Switch 1, or is this a Switch 2 thing? The eyes. You'll poke your eyes out? It's true. It is very true. This is Pokemon Shield Triangle. I've already played through Pokemon Sword back when it came out. But this is my first time Nuzlocking it. It does look pretty good. It's only 8:46. Oh, dang. So you're only 2 hours behind. Okay. So we don't get to jump in just yet. The Wooloo has finally escaped. He's on the loose. Should you do food then? What do you mean, Ash? That's true. I'm living in you guys' time zone now. Okay, so to your fair. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Triangle. I'll have to check that later. At least they can't die. That, see, as much as it makes me sad to see that, Triangle, you are very right, and I'm glad that I can't kill your favorite Pokemon. I just want to see if we have Pokeballs yet. Okay, so the Nuzlocke has not started. Oh, food theme. That's a good theme. I like it, Ash. Let's see. Our starter is Kazoo. So should we do a instrument themed team? Spicy noodles for breakfast. I respect that. I had a protein pancake. Well, 3/4 of a protein pancake. I have a tendency of not waking up early enough before I start streaming, so the rest of it's just sitting there looking at me. Smart ideas. Spin the wheel for a theme. But at this point, I've already picked our starter theme, our starter's name. What's your favorite BB No Money song, Ash? Okay. So, according to the tracker, our first level cap here is level 20 for the first gym, which is kind of wild. Since all that's left is Scarlet Violet, what's your plan since all the Nuzlocke are basically done? I like it. I think we're gonna go musical instruments. I mean, I did do Legends ZA already, and I don't think I'd want to do Legends Arceus for Nuzlocke. I did say I was gonna do the mainline generations. That's a good question, Kate. I still haven't really figured out or settled on what I want my content to be after the Pokemon Nuzlocke challenges. There's fan-made games to play. There's difficulty ROM hacks. I'm kind of still on the fence of what I'm gonna do. If there's stuff you guys want to see, that'd be cool. Yeah, like there's Pokemon Insurgents, there's Hoopa Unbound, or Pokemon Unbound. What else is there? Dag, no effect. Pokemon, but you can only use Ash's Pokemon. That's a game too. There's different challenges. Fan Game Friday. Ooh, Fan Game Friday sounds like a nice name. That's a good name, Triangle. Going forward, I do also want to do actual edited content. recommended. Fire Ash is the game. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned this a couple times. Yeah, I think I might be down with this Fan Game Friday idea. Pokemon Too Many Types. I've heard of that one. Isn't that the one where there's like 60 different types or something? Something ridiculous. 30 or 60? I can't remember. Yeah, so there's lots of things to do. Lots of potential ideas. I gotta sit down with it and actually think. It's frustrating, trust you. I think one of the big things too is I want to get back to working on editing. Because I kind of want to do an edited video of how like, because obviously you guys watch my streams and I appreciate that you guys watch my streams because it means a lot to me here, but I know a lot of people don't watch streams, so I kind of want to do edited down videos, maybe like 10-15 minutes summarizing kind of each challenge and how that went with a voiceover. So I gotta get good at, you know, learning cuts and audio track overlays and stuff, which is stuff that I have no idea how to do. I mean, basic cuts I know how to do, but not the kind of stuff that I see in a lot of better videos. What did she give me? Okay, so our Nuzlocke has officially started. I think there's a fan game for... Ooh, Shiny Sword and Shield. I have to check this out. Okay, so Route 1... Oh, no, okay. Pokemon are showing up. So... what we're gonna do... because Overworld and... yeah, I said this a couple times already, but... Overworld and random encounters have different catch tables, so I'm gonna put them all in the spin wheel. Pokemon Too Many Types is the reason why you don't like Sableye. Wasted 8. Ooh, that is a rough triangle. But I've definitely been there, and it's brutal. Have I watched a Game Grumps Nuzlocke? I've watched a bit of it, but I think as much as I've watched the Game Grumps for a long time, off and on. I don't know that I can watch them for Pokemon. Alright. Squilvet. Rookidee. What else we got here? I wish there was a faster way of doing this. Lulu. What else is there? Nickit. We got Blipbug. Caterpie. Grubbin and Hoot Hoot. Alright, is there anything else in this encounter table? No. XD Gale of Darkness, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, emulating stuff on PC for Switch is a little tricky. All right, we're gonna go ahead and toss up our... Yeah, there's a good amount, which is what I like, because this is what I have here on Route 1. And normally, in previous generations, like, half of these would have a 5% or 1% catch rate. So I'm glad that we have this. So let's go ahead and see what we're gonna catch. I'm okay with Blipbug. I'm okay with Blipbug. I should probably fix this up a little bit so you guys can actually see. There we go. So our encounter for Route 1 is going to be Blipbug. We just gotta... I think he's only random in grass. That's not Blipbug. We'll just double check how he... Yeah, he's random in grass. I should also make sure I'm clicking the right game. It will help for the first gym. That's also true. Alright, let's hit him with a branch poke and see how much that does. That shouldn't kill. Okay. That's gonna hurt. Alright, let's just Grubbin's good, but it takes a while to get started. That's my only issue with Grubbin. That's awesome, Mash. I'm a big fan of following your dreams, so if it's something you like and you want to try, why not give it a shot? All right, so we're already throwing our ooh, Jazz is good. I'm gonna name this Jazz, partially because it's close to Cass and it's sticking with our music theme that we are going with for this game. Alright, now give me this item. I don't like Jazz. I don't dislike Jazz, but I also don't listen to Jazz. I don't listen to a lot of Pokemon. Or a lot of music. I don't know why I said Pokemon. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what our team's looking like right now. We've got lowered special attack, boosted speed, which is not bad. And we've got a neutral nature here. Should you listen to Jazz? I don't know. Everyone's different, you know? My music tastes are very narrow. Like, I don't listen to a lot of stuff outside of my comfort zone. Captured and captured. So why not give it a try? You know, the worst case, you don't like it. Best case, you unlock the new genre that you like. Good old college try. Exactly. We should catch the electric dog. If only it was a wild electric dog. I'm just chilling the voice between dimensions. That's a mood, Yugi. That's how I feel right now. Now, yes, I know a lot about Pokemon. Don't tell me anything else. Alright, we got a potion. Yeah, I think there's a couple routes where we can catch it coming up soon. Let's quickly just see. Do you have free item? No, no free items here. That's the train station, which I don't think we can go on just yet. They're going to explain Pokemon centers. A skip tutorial would be nice. Funny enough, though, this feels better than the intro to Gen 7. Oh, I forgot to change the text speed. That's what I forgot to do. Thank you for the reminder, Yugi. How are you going to do the wild area? That's a good question, Ash. I'm using the spin wheel because that's... and we got to change this to set. I think everything else is good. Yeah, you could do spin wheel, you could eyeball it, you could close your eyes. You could stick to only random encounters. Yes. Please don't use me as bait. Alright, what else was there? No. What do you have? What do you have? Do you not sell Pokeballs? I need Pokeballs. Unbelievable. I'll buy one of these. As if you start with 30,000 Pokedollars in the game. That's wild. Problem is surviving. That's the problem I have personally. Surviving seems to be a very difficult thing for me. Oh, we gotta go to the clothing store first. Each wild area. Yeah, from what I'm seeing here. So you do 2 encounters after each gym. Nice hatch. That's a good. Chickpeas are delicious. So you can choose one of the following methods: blindfold from outside, spawn of range. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not a bad idea at all. Because you've got random in grass, you've got random fishing. Maybe that's not a bad idea of doing it. Alright, what do we got here? Just some loose tops here. Oh, we got hoodies. Okay, let's we gotta have ourselves a purple hoodie. And let's go ahead with this. We'll leave the jeans for now. No, we got some boots. We just got loafers for now. Okay, well, we're gonna go with some brown loafers. I'm not really a fan of any of these. We'll keep our chunky shoes for now. We'll save our money on a new bag. And I'm not a fan of the scally caps. What are we wearing right now? Sure, we'll do that. And we'll hold off on the gloves for now. We'll be back later, though. Well, maybe not here, but we'll go check out other clothing stores later. Alright. Mystery makeover. It was fun. It was fun. I mean, Legends EA had crazy good options for character customization. Did I get dressed in the dark? I mean, listen. Dang, he gives us 20. This is Route 2? This is Route 2. Oh, we gotta go here. Okay. For each zone, you choose run in blindfolded. First exclamation mark fishing. I mean, listen. You're not wrong. This outfit's not complete. I gotta go buy some more stuff first. I'm just gonna look at the encounter table. I think I'm gonna stick with the encounter table or the spin wheel because it also decides for me if I am fishing or not. It's gonna take a little more manual work every time. Fortunately, the first few encounters are the same. Choodle. What else is there here? Yamper. Zigzagoon. Lotad. And what's that Pokemon name? Purloin. There we go. And we're gonna remove whatever we've already caught in the from the encounter list. In fact, the go don't mess with the Scots. How's the game volume, by the way, guys? Is it too loud for you? Let me know. Yeah, Yugi, I've heard that there's a whole lot of discussion on certain parts of the UK and surrounding and how they identify. And I am not going to mess around with that. Okay, so we're going to pop up the encounter table again. And we're going to go ahead and see who we catch. I might switch it up at some point. We'll see by the time we get to the wild area if I'm feeling this this style. Lotad. Because I don't necessarily love it, but maybe for wild area we could do that. Could have had a Choodle, could have had that. Where do I find Lotad? I think he's in the grass. Let me remove this. Lotad is random in grass. That's a blip bug. As I've learned from Pokemon Coliseum, Lotad is the strongest Pokemon in the game. It's true. Ludicolo is goated. I just gotta encounter the damn thing. Damn, but that's a good one. That's a good name. Pokemon Insurgence is cracked. I want to pick up Pokemon Insurgence again. I gotta see what the new Pokemon fan games are like. Because I haven't played any since Unbound, and I feel like there's been some pretty huge steps. You're not Zorian. I couldn't even do regular Nuzlocke. I think I got like halfway through the game in that one for Nuzlocke. Am I just never gonna run into? I'm gonna keep going ahead. Game really did say no Lotad for me. It's true. What's the percentage on this Lotad? 20%. What is this 20%? I'm telling you guys. This 20% is like when I was playing MapleStory and I was, you know, enhancing items. And it said I had a 70% success rate and I failed like 7 times in a row. Field tongue drum is a instrument. Ooh, that is pretty cool. You know, that's a good question, Trip. I don't know. Swift Swim special attacker is pretty good. I feel like Stall, you need to set up like the ideal... You need to set up circumstances for... Okay, we're gonna go ahead. For setup. Or for Stall Pokemon. I have. I've played Pokebrogue a bunch, actually, Zernin. They have an event right now for Valentine's Day, and I was thinking about picking it up again. It's really hit or miss. I find like it's easy up until a certain point. But when you get to like, I've had runs end in the first like 25 or at I think floor 25 where you fight the rival. Or depending on your team, the first couple of floor end bosses can be tough. But it has its moments. Post 100's hit or miss. I've only beaten it, I think, twice. Listen, Triangle, it's a tough world out there. Don't be standing challenging random strangers to Pokemon battles if you're not ready to deal with the consequences. That's all I'm saying. He could have not battled me. Have you started unlocking the passives and stuff, Zeridian? Because those make a huge difference. Passives and like egg moves are kind of game breaking. It's starting to feel like you killed all the Lotads. I don't want to battle you, but I have to battle you. You play at work. That's valid. It's definitely challenging, like especially if you don't have a ton of Pokemon options. Passives make a huge difference. They will literally like... There's some Pokemon where I know I can get like a good free like 50 floors out of them. I'm trying to do different type runs now, like grass type run, fire, like mono type runs or mono generation runs. And stuff's hard. I have not been very fortunate with it. I'm wondering, is this like an expansion pass thing? Let me look this up. Because I'm almost wondering, like, with the DLC, is it just that I'm not, like, this is a DLC Pokemon? No, he's not an expansion pass Pokemon. Yeah. Thank you for that, Yugi. Unexpected rival battles are like 90% of me dying. 90% of the reason I'm dying. 17. Okay, we're good. I was a little worried about my health situation. In some parts of the world, it's true. Okay. So you know what, guys? I have made the executive decision that we're gonna ditch the spin wheel. Oh, but I like the spin wheel idea for getting like less common encounters. Okay. How about this? When we get to a route or an area in the wild zone, we're going to do what Trip suggested. So we're going to pick either random, the first exclamation mark. Hit me with it, Yugi. I'm thinking first exclamation mark, you pick that. You pick overworld encounter. that you run in blind. Fishing, tree, or spin wheel. So all the options narrow it down a little. Spin wheel puts it completely in Fate's hands. What do you guys think about that? It gives us a little bit of choice in the matter. Ninja style? Instead of Pokemon, you spin a wheel with the areas you can go. Aren't the different areas like higher level, Yugi? Good morning, Vite. Vite. There's a lot of consonants in your name, and that's the only part I can pronounce. Chandelure is probably my favorite Pokemon. What about yours? Oh, the ones you can go to. That's not a bad idea. And then do Trip's idea. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. We might be able to do that. Okay. Okay, so the Pokemon in that grass over there up ahead are invisible. So I'm just gonna run in and pick one because we're not getting our Lotad despite 20% success rate. Nonsense, I'll tell you. Unless it's a fishing in. No, it's supposed to be in this game, in the random grass. 20% chance. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. It would have been the owl instead of Lotad. Curse the wheel. Alright. Invisab, when no one hears a word you say. Turnator, I don't know if it's... I think you're pretty close. I don't know exactly how to spell Turtonator, but it's very close to that. All right, I'm closing my eyes and we're just running straight. I can't see anything. What are we fighting? I'm okay with Choodle. It was, yeah, it would have been who if like it was like a millimeter off of who. So Vite, is Pokemon Sun and Moon your favorite game then? Some people play with Pokemon slot limit that relates to the number of badges. I'm okay with that. That's not a bad idea. So by the time you hit badge... What is it? Okay, so we have an encounter for the first, second, and third gym in just one route. Sword is your favorite? Nice. Okay, now what are we gonna name this that's musically themed? Sword and Shield are really fun. I enjoy them. This is gonna be a nice refresher because I've only ever played the games, most Pokemon games when they came out, and never again. So this is gonna be a nice hang. Guilterra. Well, guys, we're going musically themed. Either instruments or genres of music. Steel tongue drum. His shell looks like one. We'll go with drum. Is hang drum a thing? I don't know anything about music, guys. But I do like the idea of... I do like your idea, Trip, about the whole limit Pokemon per gym. Why is there a Super Saiyan Squove here? What do Super Saiyan Pokemon mean? That's a high level Squove. I really want to play with Sun and Moon. That's fair. It can be harder to get a hold of some of those. Oh my god. I'm running away. It can be harder to play some of those older games, especially if you're not super savvy with like computers and stuff. Now, we might get some interesting announcements with the Pokemon Direct that's rumored to come out by the end of the month for 30th anniversary. If it's ports to the like Switch ports for some of the older games, that would be nice. Because right now, unless you have a 3DS or a Switch, you can't play like a good half of the Pokemon games out there. And 3DSs aren't exactly easy to come across now. That's fair. I couldn't play a lot of Pokemon games when they came out because I was too young to buy myself the console. But I do hope, for the sake of like just everyone getting to play these games, I do hope that, I don't know where I'm going, that that they release the games on modern consoles. I know I'm not a big fan of like constantly porting things over, or like just I'm not a fan of paying over and over again for the same thing I've already bought once. Ooh, item. Is that TM? I can't tell from this color. It is a TM. But I do think, for the sake of accessibility and making these games playable for everyone, no matter when they become fans of the game, the genre, or the series, I do think ports are good for that. Ooh, fresh water. Coin flip each route if you can get an encounter there. Yeah, there's a lot of really interesting ways that we could tackle this this Nuzlocke. But I really do like your limited encounter, or limited team suggestion, Trip, because it's kind of similar to what we were doing a little with the levels in the previous games. Well, thank you so much for following, Vite. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the community, and I hope that that you enjoy your time here. Am I saying your name the way you want it to be said, by the way? Just want to make sure that I'm not just pronouncing it as is. Yeah, the music's not so loud. Music's loud in my ears, but, you know, that is what it is. He's got 3 Pokemon now. I don't love that. Our team's a little low. Four damage, okay. Rookity is a problem. But it's a lower level, so we should be fine. We're gonna have to just run it with Kazoo for a little bit. The German name. That's fair. I know German names are not the easiest to pronounce. Yeah, so Trip, by your idea, is it every... So by the time you're at Gym 6, you would have access... Or Gym 4, you would have access to 6 Pokemon? Or is it by Gym 6 you would have access to 6? That surprise! Oh, that was a crit. Okay, I was about to say that hurt a lot. I'm feeling very nostalgic for this this game, and I think they did a lot right with it. Like personally, I like this style art-wise more than I like Scarlet and Violet. But I'd have to revisit Scarlet and Violet. I mean, we're gonna revisit Scarlet and Violet, so we'll see how those feel. Yeah, triangle, that's true. But I feel like that's the issue with a lot of games is they don't want to give you, because there's so many like grass and water and or grass and like bug types early game, they don't want to give you a fire type to sweep through it. But I think you can get I think you can get a fire type in Wild Area 1. I think you can get a Growlithe there. So someone did 0 badge equals 2 Pokemon. Badges 1 and 2 equals 3. Badge 4 equals 4. 5 equals 5. Okay, that I can get on board with that. Because my guiding principle before was pretty much I can only level up Pokemon. Oh yeah, we don't have rare candies in this game anymore. That's fine. They give you enough candies as it is. Yeah, I only level up Pokemon up to the amount that the gym leader has. So I'm also cool just matching the gym leader's Pokemon. We'll see. UK brought Canada again? Unbelievable, Yugi. What's the bad news? We're gonna ignore the fact. I mean, listen. If I saw a shooting star just pop down and land in front of me, I would probably pick it up without hesitation too. Is that the smartest move? No. Would I do it anyways? Probably. Damn, a lot of Yampers. What the heck? Where were these Yampers before? Watch. Lotat's probably going to spawn now. Watch. Right here. Is who? Maybe choose a grinding song. I also think grinding's a little easier in this game. I think it's a little more doable in this game compared to other ones, especially with like experience candies. See, that was my concern, is it landed and just like bounced off the ground. When, I don't know, according to what I've learned in school, was that if a meteor, like even if like a small meteor this small made it to the ground, it would still leave like a small crater. Okay, so I think we were limited in encounters, because now we're getting a bunch of Pokemon that we weren't getting before. Okay, let's see. I'm just seeing if we can find the Lotad, but at this rate, it's not happening. England owns Canada again? Okay, Yugi, I need your expertise. So what we got the UK and then we got England. What is the difference? As somebody from the UK, what is the difference? I know it's not semantics. I know it's actually something that's important to people who live there. Because I know they're not synonymous. Like, you can't just use them interchangeably, I don't think. Oh yeah, we can get Purloin. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting encounters. And I think that's what I enjoy about these later games, is the encounter tables are pretty big. So it means you actually get fun with, it goes a long way with actually making, like, adding some diversity to the runs. Because I don't like, Nuzlocking early games is fun, but it's, almost every team ends up being the same, you know? That's why I kind of like the mods, or like the difficulty ROMs in these games, because they tend to add more Pokemon options. Thanks, Rambo. Yes, guys, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Goes a long way to help the channel. And we do have a goal right now of hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube and 600 followers on Twitch. And when we do, we will open a booster box for each objective we hit of Pokemon cards. Live on stream. So. Okay, UK is England, Scotland, and Wales. Northern Ireland, or Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales. England is just one. Okay, so UK is like bundling everything together. And then England is specifically an area of the UK. Thinking Sobble's a good one. Sobble is what I picked for my very first time playing this game. But I tend to go for the water starter. For our Nuzlocks, though, it's almost been its for the Nuzlocke randomizer, we've almost always gotten, I think we've gotten, we're on Gen 7, no, Gen 8 now. Gen 8 we've gotten, I think, 4 grass types, 1 water type, 2 fire types. What am I missing? No, 2 water types. Yeah, we've gotten 4, 2, and 2. I think so far is what we've gotten. Like when ROMs make their own. I do like seeing unique ROMs. Like, it is cool to see a completely original fan-made game. I do like those. I really just deciding that one part wants to stay up. So I do like games like those, games like Insurgents, Unbound. I don't know a lot of the newer ROM hacks because I've never played them. Did I know? I'm well aware, Yugi, that we were colonized, that Canada was a British colony. I think what? We recently had, is it our 150? If I remember correct? Oh, not recently, no. We're 158 years old now. As a colony, or I guess as an independent nation under the British Empire. It's true. It is very true. All that stuff changes based on what year you're on. Pokemon Sign isn't new; it's quite old. Is it one of the ones that? Let me look this up. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. It's the first time seeing it. It looks good though. Yeah, I think I struggle. There's one ROM hack that's really popular right now, and it's using Pokemon Crystal versions graphics. And I struggle a little bit with those older ones. Because I love the detail that comes in the new, like the bigger pixel, whatever's. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Pixel arrangements. Like, I don't want to do 12 by 12. I like the more detailed pixel options that come from like black and white. Okay. Let's go here. Route 2, we got Shoodle. Now, how do we want to do our first encounter in the rolling fields? Because we can encounter as many Pokemon as we want in this area. Or we can encounter, like... The GameCube games are still ahead. I don't know about that. In what sense, Trip? I love that Pokemons are a sport in this game, in this generation. Okay. So let's go here. No Pokemon are here. The graphics are good. I think with some good anti-aliasing and cleaning up of like assets like these trees and environments and stuff, I like the art style of Sword and Shield most. I think we don't want to go for too much realism in the art style, which is kind of what Scarlet and Violet end up doing a little bit. I think if we just keep building on this art style here, Pokemon gets to a really good place. I've never actually played Battle Revolution. All right, guys, do we want to go 100% random with the spin wheel here? Do we want to go first exclamation mark we see? Do we want to fish? Or do we want to go run in random on the first overworld Pokemon we see? What do you guys think? Random if you a man? Well, random as in random exclamation mark? Up to you. Do we want to do exclamation mark or spin wheel? Because those are two random options. They're all random. Close your eyes and go. We've got one for raw random everything. The first one that catches you will be caught. All right, so we got some close your eyes, some spin wheel, some run in the grass, and whoever catches me catches me. All right, I think. How big is the encounter table? I think that's going to determine for me. Wedgehurst. Route. Okay. I want to go find the wild area. Rolling Fields. It's raining right now. It's thunderstorming. Alright, I'm just gonna run to the first Pokemon in the grass. The first random encounter. Okay, where's random encounter? Okay, I said random encounter. Exclamation mark. Nope. Well, it's an Electrike, guys. I was looking for random encounter, but... Or hold up. Question. If I announce I wanted a random encounter in grass, does that mean I don't have to fight the one that ran up to me? Or catch that one? I think that's what that means, right? At least that's what I thought in my head. So we're going to run away from this one. Because I guess that's the point of announcing it, is... No. There we go, that was random. Joltik. I love Joltik. Fun fact, I hate spiders. I am terrified of spiders. But I do love Joltik. Don't know why. Don't die, Joltik. Thunderstruck is a good name. It works. Alright, let's try tossing a Pokeball here. Although I don't think Joltik's very good for the first gym. Like, typing-wise it is, but... I don't think Joltik evolves till quite late. Sparky 2.0. Yeah, Thunderstruck. Thundertick. Alright, Thunderstruck is a a little shortened. Okay. So that's rolling fields. Let me just update our tracker. I've got too many things open. Okay. Now what? The teams always start as pretty primarily bug type. Okay, now where am I supposed to be going? What is that? I don't think we can go here yet, necessarily. I think... Where are we supposed to go? Oh, that's where we're supposed to go. So I guess we can go around that way. No, I don't want to do Dynamax raid. I just wanted free points. Okay, so this is another area, Westlake Axwell. So let's go ahead here. What do we want to do for our encounter for this this wild area route? We got spin wheel, exclamation mark, overworld, or fishing. Fishing. All right, get your votes in, gang. What about shaking trees? Shaking trees can be one as well. I don't know how to do that, though. So we got one for fishing, one for spin wheel, one for exclamation mark. We got two for fishing. Raid dens. I don't know if I'm going to use raid dens for encounters, Rambo. I haven't quite settled on that. I don't know if I am. Fish. All right, looks like fishing is what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and run up to the bridge and do some fishing. We got some snovers or snow runs here. We got... I don't know what else is in here. Vanillish. Now, if I'm fishing, do I have more chance of getting it? We got a wishy-washy, guys. I was hoping for an ice type of some sort. Yugi wins once again. Is it worth it? I mean, it's worth it just to get it off the encounter table. Alright, can we get a music-related encounter name for this one? I think this is what? Westlake Axwell? Bell. Let's go with Bell. because once it resonates like a bell. Looks like a flute. That's also true. Oh, Fortuna. You guys got some good names here. What else was there here? Hello, just a guy who likes Roblox. How's it going? Let's not fight this. What gym am I at? I'm on my way to... Well, I haven't fought the first gym yet, so... None so far. This is East Lake Axel. What's this then? That's West. Okay. At least we have something to eat. Exactly. We have something to eat in case we get hungry. Oh, we could have had a Growlithe. Actually, this is a new area. Now, I do like the idea that we only can do... Yes. No, I don't want to... Yeah, we can only have 2 Pokemon. In the party. I don't know how to put Pokemon away here. There we go. So far, our team is our starter Grookey, Kazoo. We've got Jazz the Blipbug. We've got Drum the Choodle, Thunderstruck the Joltik, and Bell the Wishy-Washy. We are doing a hardcore Nuzlocke. And so we can only have... a certain amount of Pokemon in the party. So we can't actually have all of the ones that we've caught so far. So we're only at 2, we're only allowed to use 2 Pokemon right now. At least as far as the gym goes. And we can get an encounter here. I probably should have done a little more research on how... let's see what people usually use. Okay. You get 1 encounter when you first enter the wild area. You get 2 encounters after each. Duplicate claws, shiny claws, that's normal. You are allowed to, I'm not going to bother scouting zones. Okay, if you accidentally encounter an exclamation mark encounter at any point, and it's your first encounter, this becomes... Okay. 0 badges. Okay. You can only bring as many gym Pokemon. Okay. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to run to the washroom quick and fill up my water and take my meds and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're only allowed to have 2 Pokemon right now, and the gym, we're only going to be allowed to have 2. We've still got quite a ways to go. So we're just going to hang out here for a second, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Took a little longer than I was expecting, but we are back. Yeah, protein shake with me. Alright, let's jump right in. See what the heck happens next. Oh, I should probably turn off this music quick. There we go. Music in this game is really good too. I do think it'd be fun to revisit more Pokemon games in the aesthetic of it. The aesthetic and scale of Sword and Shield. I don't care that much about true open world with a Pokemon game. I know some people might disagree with that, but that's kind of where I'm at as far as Pokemon games go. I don't need 100% open world. Also, Trip, I was reading the rules, the Reddit post with the rules that you were saying, and I realized I was mistaking the gym battle, like the gym leader Pokemon, and the Poké Slots thing that you were talking about. So I thought they were the same thing. I didn't realize it was two separate things. But now I got those rules with me, so... Alright, let's buy 10 more you. Let's just buy 10 of you. And let's talk to you. I don't have a Bunnelby. Let's heal up. Now, outside of Pokemon, guys, what kind of games do you all enjoy? Yeah, there's definitely more rules to it, but I think the rules... It's because there's so many options in how to play it, which I do like. That's valid. That's valid, Yugi. This is kind of where I like my hair to be. I don't know that it's quite capable of doing this anymore. But we're gonna keep that hair. We're going for black, because that's closer to what my hair is in real life. It's like somewhere between a dark brown and a black. Dark Souls lies. So you're very into Soulsborne games or Souls-like games. Oh, gotta turn off my alarm. I'm really enjoying Lies of P. I just beat. I got to the church on the mountain. I mean, if you look at my YouTube icon with the long hair, my hair was like shoulder length curls. So I only recently, like, I shaved my head. When was it? Last year, I think. Yeah, about a year ago I shaved my head. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, like that. The place where you start run into the zombie looking dudes in Eliza P. Play Lego Star Wars. I think I have that in my Steam library actually. Oh, I'm broke. I just spent the last of my dollars on some pants. But I need a backpack. How's it going, Ash? How's your playthrough going? Yeah, it's tricky. You got to commit to long hair, and I don't know that I can. I don't know that my hair is the same as it was then. Try new themes? What do you mean when you say try new themes, Yugi? I'm pretty sure we can't do this gym battle yet. This is the third gym, I think. New games, see what else. That's true. Like if I want to lock in on Pokemon or do other games too. There's a lot of options. Yo, BD's shoes are kind of it. My bad, Yugi. The good old ads. I appreciate you sitting through them, though. All right. Let's see. Six. I gotta go with 9-9. Or to 6-6. See, I gotta go with 99 because Brooklyn Nine-Nine is one of my favorite shows. So many people here. I really like the sports theming of this series. Like it's very how to describe it? It's very fitting for like Pokemon to be a sporting event, considering like the style of it. It's a competitive game, so I really do like the theme in this one. I'm in Manchester right now. Good morning, Lazits. How you doing today? No, I don't want to do link trade. I want to go Pokemon here. I want to swap Jazz up front because I do need Jazz to level up. And I'm a little scared of fighting these guys, but let's try it out. Have I gotten... I haven't quite gotten the hang of it. Like, I'm getting it. But I'm not quite there yet, Trip. Like, I think the last boss that I fought, I was starting to get better at it. We're just gonna swap. Like, I had to get good at it for the Furnace boss. Because I think the Furnace Fueco, I think, was the last boss that I fought. Of course, why not? Why not paralyze me? That boss is where it started to click? Okay. I think for me... some enemies... I struggle, because, like, some enemies I'll walk in and know exactly what I have to do. Yeah. And then other times, I'm just, like, fumbling the ball so hard. Like, Fueco, it got to the point where his regular moves I could counter easily. But then when he did his red charge-up moves, I fumbled. I have to do back-to-back battles? I don't like that. Alright, let's see if Jazz can do some damage here before swapping out. That was 8 damage on a crit. Oh, no, it was... yeah, 8 damage on a crit. I think we can tank one more hit. Canada should buy America. I'm gonna stay away from politics on this. Things are volatile enough as it is. But, yeah, I'm really liking Liza P so far. I think... what weapon did you use, Trip? Like, I started with the Greatsword, and I've been liking that. I just don't know if I want to swap out of it. Oh, Struggle Hit Bug hits both. Nice. Ow, that hurt. Snarl. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Because that means my attack is weaker. Leaks say Jangmo won't be in Gen 10. That is weird. I think the thing I'm really hoping that Gen 10 has a good size Pokedex. You know, like, I really hope that the Pokedex doesn't end up being disappointingly small. Just to sell us it in another DLC, you know? That is disappointing, though. I feel like Jangmo doesn't get enough attention. Like, it hasn't been available in enough games. I mean, it's new. It came out in Gen 8 or 7, but still. End up with Dragon Sword, but starting Dex weapon. Yeah, I went Great Sword, but I go like Unga Bunga straightforward build. But after seeing the Lightning Club, I feel like it might be fun to go with advanced build. Do I have to battle somebody? I mean, so far my levels are good, so I think I should be fine. First it was that Jangmo didn't get his own deck. That's true. Let me see. Jangmo is really cute. I do love the cuter Pokemon in like the pseudo legendary is always their first form is always adorable. And I'm a big fan of that. You know, guys, I think I'm thinking of quitting my job, giving it all, risking it all to go become a Pokemon athlete. I think that's where I want to do, where I want to go. Hey, Matar, how's it going? Yeah, I was due for one. I went a little shorter than I was expecting. I wasn't planning on going this short, but my hair was kind of getting a little much. I might try growing it out and leaving the curls next time, though. We'll see. I did. I did. It was a struggle. I just don't know if I have the curls anymore. Is the issue. I love the Sword and Shield theme. The gym leader theme. Listen, that male pattern baldness comes for us all real quick, Matar. It's crazy. That too. I mean, you know what mine's from. I mean, my hair was thinning already, but you know what mine's from. It can be two things at once, though. I've seen where both of our genetics come from. They all lead to the same place. Hey, Kane, welcome back. Hope you had a good time at work and that it was an easy day for you. I'll be doing Scarlet. I'll be doing Pokemon Scarlet next, yeah. We've got a flying taxi card. All right, let's see where we are going next. I think Turfield is off to the left. Ooh, I do like that this highlights where we've been for the wild area. That's nice. Okay, so we gotta go to the left. Oh wow, there's quite a bit of stuff that we could do. Yugi, I already know that. I've got that message. Is there anything down here? You guys just leave the back over here. Ooh, silk scarf. That is good. We did get a miracle seed. I don't know why I didn't equip this sooner. I don't know, like, I'm not very present today. Let's give this to Kazoo. And let's give this to Jazz, just in case. Moody, that's a good name for Sobble. Very fitting name. I'm a little worried, but let's see. Rival battles, I think, are the worst for me. Because I never expect them. And so I'm never ready for them. A level 11 Wooloo. I don't like that. That's gonna hurt. Yep. That did what? 12 damage? I need to soften this thing up a little more. I don't out-level it as much as I was hoping, or on Grookey as much as I'm hoping to. Ash, so the rules we're going with for this Nuzlocke is I can only use a certain amount of Pokemon depending on how many gym badges I have. So right now my limit is 2. Which is a little scary against this guy. Alright, I gotta swap out now. Yep. This is not the first battle, Matar. This is like the 3rd battle against the rival. Oh, you. That's not fair. I'm not allowed to heal. You shouldn't be allowed to heal. Come on, crit. Thank you. Moody does fit Sobble. I agree. I have nothing for Rookity. Okay, let's see. Razor Leaf is gonna be... So about 80 power, 40 power. But this has a chance to crit, so... It's not very effective, but it has a chance to crit, so... Or higher chance to crit. Okay, how much is that gonna do? Oh, that hurts a lot. Guys, I think we might lose this. I need him to not use Peck. I missed? Guys, I lose. I lose right now. I actually lose. Well, I don't lose just yet. What's overgrowth range? Oh, the overgrowth range. 20%? I don't know why I'm looking this up. It doesn't really matter, but 1/3. So we are below 1/3. If I can get a crit... If I can get a crit Razor Leaf, we survive and we win. Nope. Oh my... Okay, we're in the fight still. We're in the fight. I'm going for Branch Poke. Because I don't want to miss, and I think Branch Poke should one-shot still. Okay, okay. I was hoping we'd level up from that. He's level 14. Do I Razor Leaf? Or Branch... Oh, I think I Razor Leaf, right? I have to. It's that 5% accuracy is gonna... It feels worse. Ooh. I hate this game. I hate this game. We lose. Unless he growl spams. If he growl spams, we win. We lose. Crit for good measure. Why not? Why not? I feel like I should really have a... I should really know what level the rivals are going into these things. Because rivals have been the single cause of my wipes. All because I don't know what level they are. I'm realizing that you can't do Nuzlocks without research. So, friends, the rule set that I'm trying out is you have a number of slots that's determined by how many Pokemon you have, or so how many gym badges you have. So 0 badges, you can only carry 2 Pokemon with you. I was trying out that rule set. It's true, Rambo, but Joltik is even weaker than Blipbug. Like, if I look up Blipbug stats, $180. Oh, what the heck? Joltik's so much better than Blipbug. I didn't realize he was better. Trip, in my defense, the last battle I was in was level 11. So I went into this battle thinking level 11 was gonna be good. Because I literally went from one thing to the next thing. So I didn't think that they were gonna level up the starter 3 more levels since our last battle. Listen, Yugi. He had 3 Pokemon, I had 2. He was a level above my starter. And yeah. That was the main reason. Well, I think that the tricky thing is that I don't know what level their trainers are. I don't know what level the trainers are, and so I don't know how to, like, what level I need to be to prep for them. That's the hard thing. Like, I go into this battle thinking that because my last battle was level 11, I should be fine being level 11. And my start was level 13. I was like, this should be fine. Only to go in and his starting Pokemon's level 11 and his starter is level 14. Which is pretty crazy. Because if we had hit the Sobble, we would have won. But at that point, not much I can really do. So I think what I'm learning here is that I need to look up every trainer's levels before fighting them. That's kind of the impression I'm getting. Don't mind doing that. I mean, it's too late regardless. We've already got this one's an L. Like I don't think I could finagle this one the same way I did for Sun and Moon with the starters. Unfortunately. Or not with the starter, with the encounter list. So, like, I don't know. I think this ends up just being an L. An L with a lesson of look up everyone's levels first before doing anything. Because I'm just working off the level caps here on the Nuzlocke University, which is good for telling you like the caps. But I think to pair with that, I need something like a important battles levels or something. Because you have like 3 rivals in this game. Yeah, you've got 3 rivals in this game. And what else? Yeah, like he had a level 11 Wooloo, a level 12 Rookity, and a level 14 Sobble. I had a level 11 Blipbug and a level 13 Grookey. That is valid, Trip. That one's on me. That one's on me. 2 rivals and hey, I mean the idiot just killed me, so there is that. This L feels painful. I don't know that I like this L. Because what else we got? Close this, open, close that, open this. Because we've got Hop, we've got BD coming up next. But my levels would have been fine for BD. And Marnie's not, you don't battle Marnie for a while. Pretend to say I'm not corrupted again. I'm playing this on Switch, I can't. The only way I would consider continuing this is if we just scrap their scrap the run entirely, or we scrap the Pokemon that we used in that we have right now. Like our starter and Blipbug, we call them dead, and continue with the assumption that we're gonna look up levels from now on. That's the only way I would do it. Because losing a Nuzlocke run to being outplayed or not preparing properly is one thing. Well, not preparing properly. Carelessness is one thing. Losing a run because you're underleveled is kind of crappy. That's my perspective. What do you guys think? It means we lose the Grookey and the Blip Bug, but at the same time, in Sword and Shield, I agree with you. I agree with you, Yugi. That's kind of where I'm at mentally. Is like I don't mind losing a Nuzlocke. That happens. You know, you misplays, whatever. I mean, you guys know I don't mind losing a run because I've lost quite a few. But I don't know. Because if we look at our box here, this would be our new team. Drum and Thunderstruck. Which is not horrible. Not bad, honestly. Part of me is just annoyed because I want to play these games. Like, I gotta go back to my friend and be like, hey, so I know you let me Pokemon Shield, but you want to let me Pokemon Scarlet now? We gotta see, though. We'll have to see. Don't like the font that I picked for this overlay. While we discuss, I'm going to change this overlay widget. Fix that. Can I pick font? Oh man, it cleared my chat history. I didn't want that. Can someone try sending something in chat so I can see this, how this works? There we go. I like that better. I don't like the shadow. We're going to clear the shadow. But I do like the font. Yeah, I like that much better. Sorry, I'm doing live stream editing to make myself feel better about losing. Okay. Play XD as the bonus real quick. Another game that I'm gonna lose. Start Radical Red. I mean, listen, if I'm losing before Gym 1 on what is known as one of the easiest games in Pokemon, I don't think I deserve to go to Radical Red. I would die instantly. I'm also just stalling at this point because I could wrap up stream right now and I'd feel bad. Yeah, I don't want to just end it. I guess we could do Scarlet and Violet next. This is a bummer, guys. Here I am trying to play these games, and I don't get to play these games. When my skill issue stops me from being able to play the dang game. It hurts. It stings. Could do a let's play. Readiness issue. I mean, we could... Yeah, we could continue the game. I'd still want to do it as a Nuzlocke, though. I'd still want to do it as a Nuzlocke. It's just, it counts as a loss. We continue. We kill off our 2 Pokemon that are dead. So Jazz and Kazoo are gone. But we continue the game as a loss and finish it. I don't mind that idea. Just for the stream. Is it? I mean, I don't even think it's a haste issue because I wasn't in a rush to fight Hop. You know, I wasn't in a rush to fight him. It was just a situation of I was underprepared. At least for this stream, yeah. We might as well finish up the stream. And I'll see what I end up doing. But I think this counts as a loss in the books, unfortunately. And now we go and level up our Joltik and our Choodle. Which, how I'm supposed to win with those two? I have no idea. Alright. Technically there's an encounter here, so I'm not gonna run around here. What level does Blipbug evolve? Because that most definitely would have made a difference. And hold up. That doubly sucks. Oh yeah, we're not even going to be able to beat this wild Timpole. This Timpole is a higher level than us. I'm gonna die to a temple now. I want to see... Oh yeah, we were level 9 going into that battle. The public libraries. I'm glad I didn't get denied. I figured there was a delay period on being able to borrow games, you know. Hold on, why am I... Go to Professor's house to level up here, where at least I have I'm at least appropriately leveled. Oh, it's a Super Saiyan one, isn't it? This has been your... Why is that trip? Why has it been your favorite? I appreciate that it is. I just gotta know the reason. Hold up, Yugi. Don't spoil that, because I've never actually read the Percy Jackson books, and I feel like I'd enjoy them. Or at least watching the series. Bro, I'm gonna lose to the Squovit now. I'm actually gonna lose to Squovit. I'm glad you're laughing. I'm glad you're enjoying my suffering. That's what matters here. Is that you guys are having fun. I wish I could say that it was intentional. I really wish I could say that this was all part of the plan. And that I'm memeing here. But you know, I'm really not. I'm just not using my brain. The more I suffer, the more content there is. What's that make? Like 2 games now that I've lost in the first episode? That's embarrassing. Honestly, I don't know why you guys watch me. I can't even watch me. Like, I don't know. You guys ever watch shows and get, like, secondhand embarrassment? And it makes it hard to watch the show? I feel like that's what I would get watching my streams. Like, I'd have to turn the channel off right now. I'm not saying do it. Because, you know, please watch and like and follow and subscribe and all that stuff. But, yeah, there's a lot of shows... Thanks, Laz. There's a lot of shows where I'm just like, I can't keep watching this because it's just like uncomfortably awkward or embarrassing. Don't unlike the stream, Rambo. Uh, am I doing my best? I don't know that I am. I like to think that my best is a little better than this, Rambo. I don't know why I used bite. I'm dumb. I'm throwing. The worst part is, I'm leveling up Choodle and Joltik. I don't even know that I can beat Hop with Choodle and Joltik. Yes, the Mystery Makeover HD Edition. I think... Would you guys believe it if I put on a fake mustache and said that I'm somebody else and this is my stream? I'm not actually HD. You think I can get away with continuing the Nuzlocke like that? Thanks, Kane. Yep. In the same stream, too, you know? Hit you guys with I have a twin brother. And he was playing his Nuzlocke, but now I'm playing my own. Let's see. His name is... Works for Perry the Platypus? That's true. His name is 4K Max. That's his name. Yeah, just I'll bring a like a hat, and just every time something bad happens, I just put the hat back on or take it off. No one will suspect that it's a different person. Yes, it does, Rambo. Good afternoon, Kid Death. You heard the news? What news? There's no news. There's no news whatsoever. I'm so like... You know, Trip, I feel like that's a dig at me calling this game easy. This game is not easy. This is obviously the most challenging Pokemon game there is. I've talked to many Pokemon experts, Nuzlocker, career Nuzlockers, and they say that this is the hardest Pokemon game there is. That's facts. I'm not making it up. What game in the series? Scarlet and Violet is next. What's this running around? Oh, that's I think what did end faster? Black 2 ended at the first gym, but the levels are about the same. Our starter, the battle we did was about level level 13 or so. I did get to the first gym in Gen 5, but the first gym in this game is level 20 and like 17 routes in. So it really depends on what metric we're measuring. Honestly, I don't know. There might be more Pokemon games. I was expecting I had like 2 more months to figure this out. Instead, I died. Like 2 games I've lost within like a quarter of the time I was expecting to play them. So he's dead! I have 1 more month. I mean, on average, every game has given me about 4 streams. So between this one and the last one, oh, he's dead. I mean, this was over anyways, so it's fine. This run was done anyways. I'm a speedrunner. Yeah, I'm speedrunning. This is any percent failed Nuzlocke speedrun. That's what we're doing here. And I like to think I'm definitely in like the top percentile with this. So I died an hour and a half in Black 2, which means this is technically our second worst Nuzlocke. Faints at his mom. Tells his mom he's going on a Pokemon journey. She says no. Game over. I mean, I lost Choodle to an Electro Web from a Joltik. But I mean, this run was over anyways. We lost this run, so no, something unplugged. Yeah, I promise, guys. For those of you guys who are newer, I'm normally not this bad. I've won runs before. Arguably not the easiest runs either. What would you guys say is the easiest Pokemon mainline game to Nuzlocke? In before somebody hits me with sword and shield. I'm banning whoever says sword and shield. Gen 6. Okay. You think you found the loophole, didn't you, Trip? Sword and shield. Kid Death, you're banned. I'm banning you. Pokemon Let's Go. That's true. That's probably a good point there, Rambo. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Those, I don't know. The Elite Four is very tuned for those games. Like, they're EV trained with held items and fairly competitive moveset. I think the rest of the game's easy for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, but that part is difficult. Yo, Kid Death, that's actually targeted attack. That's actually a targeted attack. According to Google, are you sure you're not just looking at my playlist and seeing which games I've beaten? Legends Arceus? Mm-hmm. I'm on to you, Yugi. Thanks, man. I've been told that I smile with my whole face, so I try. Where was I gonna go with this? I don't know where I was gonna go with this. I don't know how Fire Red, Leaf Green are easy to Nuzlocke. X and Y, I can definitely see why. Like, you have Megas for 90% of the game, or for half of the game, and no one else has a Mega until the champion. So that one I could see why. But I'm surprised that Fire Red, Leaf Green are considered easy to Nuzlocke. No, I know you weren't. That was a genuine comment, Trip. Yeah, I wonder, is Oras considered easy to Nuzlocke? No, because Oras, nobody has Megas either till post game. So it would be also easy. Could be worse. I could be in the Rivals trenches. That's true. I could be playing Marvel Rivals right now. Yeah, you get Latios pretty early, and then you get Mega Latios. Or Latios. You get your starter. I think I imposed artificial difficulty for myself on Gen 6 by saying I wasn't allowed to use the box art legendary or its mega. Because I think having Kyogre would have made the game much easier, and then having Primal Kyogre would have made the game a breeze. So it's definitely a lot of like self-imposed difficulty. I don't know that if I kept more Pokemon in my party, that I would have won that battle in this game. It's possible, but I don't know. Yes, Matar. Marvel Rivals. Rivals as in Marvel Rivals. As we like to call it, the trenches. So I'm looking up on Nuzlocke University basic Nuzlocke tips. Grind Pokemon XP. Unless you're using level caps, makes sense. The very second tip, do your research. Unless you're doing a blind run, look up the location of rival battles and other dangerous events before challenging a gym leader. Know which Pokemon they carry, what moves they know, and what levels they are. This can help you avoid many nasty surprises. Is this still toxic? Marvel Rivals is probably always toxic, yes. I haven't played in a while. I played a little bit on launch, I played occasionally, and I was hard stuck bronze. And when I say hard stuck bronze, I'm a support player. And most games I play support. And I won't say I'm good at the game. I am very passably okay at best. Like, I think if I was playing with people my skill level against people my skill level, I'd probably rank like, I could probably survive in gold. Lose some games, win in games, but not much higher. And I kid you not, when I would play Marvel Rivals and I was trying to get to, I think it's gold 3. Yeah, a gold 3 is where you get the reward skins for the season. I'd play with my friends and we would get the most garbage games. Like, I wouldn't play full stack, but I would play like 1 or 2 friends, and we would just get the most garbage games where teammates were practically throwing. We'd win 1 or 2 games here and there, but we'd win like 20% of our games together. And then we'd play separately, and my friend would be like, "Oh, I'm gold 3 now." And then as for me, I'll be playing solo and somehow can't get out of bronze because as a support, I would be healing my team, doing damage, keep my team alive, and my squad would have like negative damage for vanguards, or not vanguards, duelists. They'd have like negative damage and be throwing pretty much. I get like a good win, and then I get like 4 losses. And I'm not a good enough player. I don't play competitive games much. I'm not a good enough player to play duelist, DPS, and make that kind of a difference in a game. I'm a support player because support is important, but it's easy to me anyways. I play tank a little bit, but like those are my niches. And I'm not very good at tank. I don't think I'm very good at tank. But yeah, a lot of these games you can't carry as support. So I'm at the whims of my party pretty much. Lost my mind. It's yeah. Uh, competitive games are rough. They eat up your life, and they're fun when you're winning, and they're fun when you have some good games and challenge like close games. They're not fun when you're losing all the time. I didn't really play Overwatch. Overwatch was kind of by the time I got Overwatch 1, all my friends had fallen off it, so I didn't really play much of it. I think I maybe have like 20 hours in it. Yeah, this is me stalling, guys. Not ending the stream, even though I have to make it look like we didn't fail within the first 2 hours, you know? Maybe I'll chop up the stream a little bit and edit it. I don't know. Competitive games are like that, though. You gotta ask yourself, are you really having fun? And for some people, they're having fun, win or lose. But new Overwatch. uh, but I don't know if I can say I'm having fun if I'm losing as often as I tend to lose, which says a lot on my skill level. I don't know. Same. I find I don't have nearly as much fun if I'm playing solo. If I'm playing with a group, then it's fun because you can joke. The game's not as serious. You lose. It's fine. No, it's not that big of a deal. See, I don't care about being him in those games. I don't care about being the best player. I don't care about any of that. I just want a team that is good. Show us your Liza P character. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Good afternoon, Nebula. We're we're not really. There's no items right now. We lost the run already, so the items don't really matter at this point. I don't know that I'll do that trip today. We'll see. I gotta figure out the plan for next stream, and then I gotta figure out the plan for the stream after that. Because no, my luck, I'm gonna be dead up. I'm gonna lose the stream in like, well, I'm gonna lose the game in one stream. So I gotta figure out my channel identity now. That's gonna be fun. I really thought I had more time to figure this out. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you were entertained at the very least. I hope you had a good time watching me struggle and suffer and walk into my own demise, really. You know, I did this to myself. Yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday with Pokemon Scarlet, I guess. And I'm going to actually do my research. You know, I'll follow Nuzlocke University's tip number 2. A basic tip number 2. Because I'd like to win one, you know? Although I know Scarlet and Violet is difficult. Just because of certain things. Like, how does Scarlet Violet work? I gotta look up more on on more. I gotta look up more details on Scarlet and Violet and how I'm gonna unnuzlock that one. If it's only one path that I can focus on or what's going on. Oh no, Trip. I harp on myself, but I'm not actually upset. uh, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for today. We'll be back with some Scarlet and Violet on Wednesday. If you did like the stream, please do consider subscribing on YouTube or leaving a follow on Twitch. Also like and comment and all that good stuff. We're on route to hitting 600 followers on Twitch and 100 subscribers on YouTube. Once we do hit those milestones, I do have a couple of Pokemon booster boxes that I plan on opening live on stream. So helping us get to that goal will be greatly appreciated. In exchange, I provide you guys with, I'm hoping, entertaining Nuzlocke fails. And we'll see what else I end up doing. But it's probably going to still be pretty Pokemon-centric, I think. With that said, though, have yourselves a lovely day. And I will catch you all in the next one. So, I guess that's bye for now.